your initial impressions of the Season 2 patch as a player?
I think that was the worst patch ever in the history of Tekken.
The initial reaction from the community was one of, I would say, disbelief. I think a lot of people were expecting that there was going to be across-the-board nerfs to a lot of characters.
They really emphasized like this season is going to be like a defensive season. We're going to be improving defense and this and that. And then they showed nothing but like the craziest offense we've ever seen in a Tekken game, and we're just like, this is the defense patch? Like, where's the defense, bro?
Tekken is always about small poking, and risky guard has always been nice. From the beginning of Tekken, we have seen like a lot of 50-50s, a lot of force situation where you have to block, and the risk of doing 50-50 is very less. So we have been complaining from the start, and then they made them worse.
Oh, this is not looking good for Arslan. He has to get out of here. Yo, Alton! He got it! Oh my goodness, Alton!
The system changed very heavily in regards to how certain statuses like heat engager and heat dash and stuff like that were changed. So heat engagers went from being super plus on block to only, I think, +9 on block now, which is huge. There's still a lot of situations that you get put into where if you essentially guess wrong, you die. And then some situations where if you guess right, you are rewarded, but even sometimes if you do guess right, you're still not.
They added in moves in Season 2 which were incredibly strong, as in they covered every option. I'll give one example. Zafina's back on +2. It was a move which basically it's homing, it's mid, it's safe, it is actually plus when she has install. So it's like there is zero counterplay to that. So even if you've buffed sidestep, you've added in moves which counter people sidestepping, and it has zero risk. So I think a lot of people were like, okay, this is a good system change, but now you've added in all these options to counteract that system change, so nothing's changed.
Season 2 did so much that wasn't even necessarily inclusive. It felt like it just took away earned work part of it. Tekken 8 is really inclusive to beginners, but Season 2 alienated the intermediates. Any defense you learned got patched out. Safe ways to play offense, maybe you didn't want to gamble, you wanted to be a bit of a safer poking player, that got patched out. Characters themselves and the individual designs are what have been so toxic.
But he just...
Wow, what a crouch big launch from Hafiz.
That's going to seal the round likely.
This is probably, yeah, that's it.
Round 3 pools and Nee is out of the tournament. Wow.
It's a very technical thing, but I think character who has 10-frame heat engagers are really strong. I think Anna and Brian currently are like the strongest character right now. Brian damage is insanely high. How we think about Brian is like counter hit combo. That's the strength about Brian, like wall standing 3, power 3, QC back 1, +5, anti high. But these characters, I think damage is high, and 10-frame heat engagers. In heat, they both are insanely good. Anna is such a strong character because first thing is her damage is super high. Her wall combo damage is really nice. If Anna punish you with while standing 1 to 13-frame punish, you have to block a 50-50. If I do 2 into forward and just block it, it's really far. I think that's almost broken. Her recovery is stupid.
The way that Anna released in Season 2, I was saying that she is every problem with Tekken 8, and she, like, this whole season was made for her. Full crouch after a heat engager, made for her. The chip damage with the debuff, made for her.
Mr. Trap, boom. But there you go, into the full crouch mix here, and Atif gonna get the wall as his reward in addition to the heat activation. Oh, and then the 4-4-3-2 comes out.
There are more upsets happening. That's just purely because the nature of the game being more aggressive, and aggression is a lot easier than defense. So having more of a focus on aggression is always going to allow for that dark horse to be able to beat that person who regularly, wins tournaments or places in that top 8.
Oh, break her legs.
Oh, wait,
you better tech that shit.
I don't think he even gets a chance at the wall. The damage. Gee, and my man, Dr. the Jake Man, puts Arslan Ash into losers.
But the game, I think, is going in the right direction now. Finally, we have seen top 8s with more top players and then less random players, which means the game is kind of stable.
At the end of the day, which is something interesting, is that the top players are still the same guys that are winning before. And that's because Tekken is that type of game which is so comprehensive, it's so deep. To become the best, you have to still put in a lot of time, and this is what these guys are doing.
So there is some proof there that defense and hard work definitely does pay off.
Double down forward ones all over the place. Sultan, what a down jam, and Arslan Ash takes another evolution.
Undoubtedly, the game is getting better. I think you'd have to be pretty angry to deny that it's getting better.
The developers acknowledged that they understand the community didn't like what was presented to them in Season 2. They've said that, look, we're going to be making changes, and that communication was very important.
I think the dev team is in a bit of a tough spot where 1,500 changes were made, and they were pitching it, they were selling it as total overhaul of the game. And when all of that is almost universally rejected, how do you backpedal that? Do you slowly try to fix it, which is the approach they're taking?
Everybody's gonna have their own opinion on all the technical stuff within the game, but ultimately it's gonna come down to Bandai figuring out how to make everything more balanced for everybody as a whole.
I would love to see less patches. I think it's cool, but I understand that we're in a different time, so how we navigate that's gonna be something for smarter people to figure out.
Thanks to our friends at Omen for sponsoring this video, and our upcoming documentary about Arslan Ash seeking his 6th EVO Tekken title. This year, Omen has been our portal to possibility by sending us to amazing esports events all over the world, so we can tell you the stories that you care about. Unleash your ultimate gaming potential with the Omen Max 16 laptop. Crafted for powerful performance, the Omen Max 16 is equipped with up to an Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, offering gamers desktop-level performance anywhere. Encased in a light portable body they can take on the go. Thanks again to Omen for helping players navigate through any gaming obstacle to reach new levels with the Omen Max 16. Check it out over at omen.com.